Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I play the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The campaign is Our Ladies of Sorrow, and it was written by Kevin Ross. Our game master is Alex Sun, and this is episode 3. Our recap will be given by Holly Buto as her character, June Hebert. Ibear. A-Bear. So without any further delay, let's continue our journey into the darkness. Holly?
Thank you. Notes from what June is hoping may eventually turn into a podcast episode. The year is 2009, and it's a warm summer in Boston. 5 friends, June, Rooster, Brenda, Milton, and Andy, meet up for the first time in a while to celebrate homecoming. Amidst the discussion of catching up on everyone's lives, tragedy strikes. They all watch as an older man is hit by a vehicle. Did he stumble into traffic, or was he pushed by an old woman dressed in black that he seemed to be arguing with? Milton attempts to follow the old woman fleeing the scene. She is surprisingly spry despite appearances. The trail goes cold at an apartment building colloquially known as the Three Sisters building. Coincidentally, the same apartment that Andy recently signed a lease with. That night, each of the friends experiences strange phenomenon, night terrors, visits from ghosts, strange dreams, a black dress hanging in a closet. Everything seems to point back to Frank Ryder, the man who was struck and killed, the woman in black, and the 3 sisters. At this point, curiosity wins out and the group decides to investigate the history of the building and look further into who Frank Ryder really was. June and Andy head to the library to look into the 3 sisters. Dating back to 1892, the building has a long history of tragedy and unexplained deaths. Strangely, despite a fire occurring almost 100 years previously, the building has still kept the top 2 floors closed off. A photograph from the building's opening in 1892 shows a woman in black who looks very familiar. The entire building gives off a very creepy vibe, from its odd tenants to its strange history. In the evening, the intrepid investigators decide to go look into Frank's apartment, aided by his friend and neighbor, Kurt. Ryder was a hoarder, as well as a fan of the supernatural, collecting many books on the occult and paranormality. A hidden journal reveals that Frank was plagued by dreams of a night hag for some time before his death, and Kurt mentioned similar ongoing nightmares as well. Is this the woman in black? Further diary entries detail that Frank wasn't quite as good of a friend to Kurt as he should have been, alluding to an affair with Kurt's girlfriend. And here, June's notes trail off, mentioning further points of investigation, such as the upper floors of the building and various names of tenants.
Thank you, Holly. So we're going to continue right where we left off. It's Tuesday night, June 16th, around 10 p.m. What is everyone up to? All of you are still at the Three Sisters.
Well, I think the whole butterfly thing's kind of bizarre. Where is she? Where is she? Maybe where she's getting them. It's just kind of creepy.
Yeah, it's just decorative, right? Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's that big of a deal.
Do you think it's maybe some kind of specialty shop around here?
Yeah, a supplier?
Yeah, just maybe something, just Google, see if anybody may sell big bugs in a picture frame.
Or is it a hobby?
Well, yeah, it could be a hobby. I mean, she could be getting them, but she gave them both the same thing. That takes honestly, some planning.
What about the top 2 floors, though? You all aren't very curious about what's going on with those. And it's nighttime. It's not like, there's going to be a lot of people lurking around.
Oh, I'm pretty sure what's going on with those is a shitload of black mold up there making you all see these weird visions of night hags. Like, I want to get some PPE before we go up there. 100 years with boarded windows?
All right, Brenda, all right.
My kids, I don't want my kids to be exposed to that, and they're so young. I picked this apartment.
You have to be exposed to black mold for quite some time before it becomes really dangerous. We're talking about just breaking in up there. I mean, we've already broken into Mr.
Right here.
What's his name's room?
And there are some tenants that live on the second from the top floor, so we have like an excuse if someone wants to know what we're doing.
Rooster already scared off that photographer dickhead, so, I mean, at least it doesn't seem likely he would try and bother us again if he thinks we're still on official business.
And what about Mary? Isn't she someone to
old
look out
woman?
for too? Yeah.
It might be too late.
She might be asleep.
10 o'clock at night, she's probably asleep.
Hopefully she's a heavy sleeper.
Well, we're not going to walk up there and do clog dancing or anything like that. We're just going to...
It seems like no one in this building can mind their own business. You know, like Frank's diary mentions Mary's nosiness. This is
not always true when you're living in a small building like this. You can tend to know everybody. I mean, we're moving into an age where nobody wants to talk to their neighbors, but these are all older people. I don't know. I kind of want to sneak on up there. I could take my shoes off so that we don't make any noise at all.
To be honest, I rather stay because I am a tenant here. I don't want to.
Yeah.
So, if anything, I might just stay up, do a little research, more on the hag and whatnot. And if it needs an exorcism, I can concentrate on doing that.
Sure. Well, Andy, on that note, would you want to maybe run interference for us if you hear your maintenance guy? If you hear him going up the stairs or something, send us a text so we may be wise.
Yeah, I'll send you a text. What's his name again? I have him in my... If Keeper can remind me, but yeah, I will
Todd
text
Beach.
You. Todd Beach, thank you.
Yeah.
Can I do a Google search on the name of this town plus the name of the moth?
Okay, so Boston and then Death's Head Moths?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you looking specifically for the prop itself, or if there are any moths?
Yeah, if I can go into any more specificity on what the prop was, I will do that.
Very well. Now, as you Google search this, you can find that there are indeed the same exact moth available at a occult store called the Silver Cauldron.
Silver Cauldron. Hey, everyone, take a look at this. Silver Cauldron. This is where she's getting it.
Has it been there all this time, or just like a new shop that propped up?
It's a shop that's been there for a couple of years.
But she's a goth girl, so she's all into the, she's going to have creepy things, skulls and black candles. And
is there a chance it's still open at this late hour?
No.
Well, when is the Silver Cauldron open then?
Tomorrow, 9 o'clock, probably 9 or 10.
Yeah, it'll be open tomorrow, starting at 11.
11.
Yeah.
I would like to go if anyone else is interested tomorrow. Though, of course, we can save that for then. Anybody want to go on up there with me?
Yeah,
let's go.
I'm gonna go up there. Yeah.
Just be safe up there. I'll make sure my kids are in bed, and I'll let you know if something comes up.
We'll bring some samples of black mold back for you, Brenda.
Please,
no, I'm going up there too. One of y'all just falls through a piece of wood and cuts your leg or something. You're gonna need me there.
Just cover your face.
Do you need masks or something? I might find something in my apartment that could
masks.
She just lifts her shirt and just, this will just about do it since we don't want to get damn PVE.
I was just thinking like a cloth just to wrap around your
just a hanky.
Yeah.
Would make us look like professionals, though.
Or at least banditos.
Well, if anything, at least just to protect yourselves. But yeah, just good luck, guys. Be safe up there.
All right. Should we take off our shoes so that we don't make noise?
So you're currently on the second floor in front of Andy's apartment number 5. And you're going to take off your shoes when you get up to the 4th floor?
No, I'll take them off here.
Okay, so you all take off your shoes. And who exactly is going on? Is Andy staying?
Yeah, Andy is saying, and I hope
Alright,
your
so-
shoes don't stink up my apartment.
Milton, are you coming with? We could use your
Yeah,
skill
I'll come
set.
with. Milton's shoes do stink up your apartment.
Oh, no.
Well, at least I can explain to my wife where the weird smell is coming from. My fiance.
Lovely. All right, so you're going to head upstairs, and there, as you walk into the hallway after exiting the apartment, you're starting to hear a faint music,
Sounds
and
like
it's
an
coming
old-
from upstairs.
Sounds like an old Victrola recording, or
Maybe it's
something.
that Mary, the old woman.
The old woman. Yeah.
Kind of
The
rude to be
music
playing
continues
music this
to
late
play.
at night.
Sounds old for even her time, though.
Well, you know.
It's like, could just as
Alright.
easily be our goth girl.
Making your way to the third floor, you're still hearing it from above.
Somebody's playing it loud upstairs.
Wait. We're still hearing it from above on the
Above.
fourth floor?
When you're on the third floor.
Oh.
And when you get up to the fourth floor, it's above still. The haunting melody continues.
Well, I don't think these places are not inhabited.
And when you actually do get up to the fourth floor, the stairs, there's been a plaster wall and door installed, blocking the way up to the fifth floor.
A door, though, you say.
Yes, there is a padlock on this
Okay,
door.
now I'm thinking there's some ghost or something living up there, because this is creepy as hell.
Milton walks up to it to pick it, the lock.
Very well. You
We
can
didn't
give
come
me-
up this way for nothing.
Give me a lockpick.
Let's see, 46 under 70, so normal.
Okay. You make quick handy work of the lock as it pops off.
I swear to
Music
God,
continues.
there's a skeleton in a chair.
It is pitch dark as you open the door.
I don't have a flashlight. Does anybody else have any way to light this?
Brother, we have smartphones.
Okay.
Milton might not.
I show
Do you
my-
have a flip motor
Yeah,
motor razor, something?
Yes.
I got you, Milton. It's good.
All right.
All right, you turn on your flashlights. They illuminate the darkened stairs. Do you ascend? Okay. As you take your time sneaking up to the fifth floor, the waltz music continues, and you know that for sure it is on this floor.
Are there cobwebs or anything? Is it filthy?
Yeah, there's a bit of cobwebs up here. There's also parts of the floor that look scorched. You get this overwhelming smell of smoke that never really leaves you up here.
Hey, someone illuminate the way to the source of this music.
You swing your smartphone flashlight across the walls of this apartment building on this abandoned fifth floor. They swing your shadows. They seem to flicker and move. And when you aim it down the hallway, yes, right down the hallway, the apartment at the end of the hallway is the one that has this music. And that would be apartment 18.
18. Looking at the floor,
Right.
if it's a little dusty in here, is there any sign that anybody's been going back and forth to that apartment?
You can give me a spot hidden roll.
63. Let's see what that is. Oh, 63 out of 75. Yes.
Okay. So you see some faint footprints. One could determine that they might result from work boots. You don't see any other shoes and no heels, no other footwear. And You do notice that the floor is a bit unstable here, most likely weakened by the fire.
I wonder if the janitor's got some naughty business going on up here.
The music continues.
Yeah, swinging the flashlight down the hallway. Hey, Junie, in all of your scary literature, do you remember anybody dying in room 18?
18 and 19. 18 is where the fire started, and 19, and the people in 18 died, and the people in 19 died.
Yeah, that was the lady that cigarette smoking at night, and that's what started the fire. Okay, cool, great. I'm glad this isn't like a ghost or some shit. Great.
Maybe they never died.
Looking around, can Brenda see any evidence of mold or like water damage, or is everything fire damage up here?
It's mostly fire damage. You actually don't see any signs of mold.
Well, at least Andy doesn't have to worry about the mold.
Should we try the door? Gently, quietly?
Sure, you try the door.
Why not knock, right?
No, don't knock yet.
Okay.
I want to see if
the muffled sound of this waltz is just emanating from within the room.
So I'm going to go up to the door and I'm going to very quietly and gently see if I can turn the knob.
Oh, it's unlocked.
It's unlocked? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I turn the knob.
Right? It creaks.
Well, I try to go really slow so it doesn't make much creak.
It still creaks.
That just makes the creaking longer.
What's it look like inside?
Well, looks like it hasn't really been maintained. There's still some burned furniture. There's some melted silverware scattered across the floor. You can see a pair of eyeglasses that have been cracked by heat. There is a one-eyed doll sitting on the windowsill, staring right at the door. You enter.
Moved.
Say that again?
Do you enter?
Yes. Very quietly.
Making your way inside. All of you enter? Okay.
Yes.
It's at this point that your flashlights abruptly turn off, as well as this music. This music stops, and there's a giggle very close to you. And at this point, I'd like to go into initiative order. So, June, it's your turn.
Oh boy. If it's a giggle, I'm probably just kind of spinning around, like looking and trying to get my phone's flashlight back on again.
All right. So you struggle with your phone. The giggle is very close. It's like it's right next to you, and you're trying to get the light back on, but somehow it's not working. Milton, it's your turn.
I'm going to flee.
Okay. Give me a luck roll. As it is pitch dark.
That's a 20, and it's 20 under 30. I only have 30 luck. Somehow made that.
Very well. All right, so as you take off in a sprint, the floorboards beneath your feet begin to crack and groan, and if you were unluckier, you'd probably put your foot through the floor. But not today. Brenda, what would you like to do? There's a giggle right by you.
Brenda is going to, assuming we were all standing next to each other whenever we entered the room, Brenda is going to put her left arm out, like towards where June was, and try to just keep an arm on there, and is going to lash out towards where that giggle is. I'm just going to punch blind in the dark.
Hell yeah. Give me a fighting brawl roll.
Punch that little girl in the face.
Fuck yeah. That is a 28 out of 45. I'm going to punch this little giggling doll.
Why don't you give me a damage roll?
Let's see. That is... 3 damage total.
3 damage. Okay. There is an impact, and you hear a cry out. Andy, you take 3 damage. The lights turn back on. And the giggler was you. Roll San. Andy. Oh, just Andy.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm good. Success.
Okay.
Mhm.
So it's going to be 1 because you just realized that your actions were not your own and you somehow made your way up here.
What the?
Your nose is bloodied.
Oh,
Oh shit, Andy!
fucking Christ!
Andy, how did you even get
What
up
the
here?
fuck are you doing up here?
I have a limp. How the hell did I even get up here?
You don't remember.
Oh,
Can I try and first aid the broken nose?
Yeah, of course.
Or can we see, or is it still dark?
Your
Turn
flashlights
back on,
have
back
turned
on.
back on.
Nice. I'm gonna try and first aid his broken nose. Yeah, I do good work. I break it and I'll patch it back up. That's a success.
1.
Andy, seriously, are you messing with us though? Because
no.
this is
Look, you can strip search me, whatever. I don't have anything, and I don't know how I got up here.
It's not fucking funny, man.
Hey,
the
I'm
music
going to
stopped playing, right?
I'll put my hands up. I'm gonna walk back down to my apartment. Okay? So you can physically see me leave.
You look out the nearest window and see Milton just running down the street farther.
He's running. He's gone.
Yeah, I wish I could run like that.
The music stopped.
Music stopped. All you're hearing
I'm gonna
is
look around.
rap music, probably from the 4th level.
Yeah, I'm gonna look
Yeah.
around for the record player.
I'm
Andy's
not so
gonna
easily
leave.
spooked either, so I'm looking around.
Okay. There is no record player. So you can all roll sand.
Probably Andy playing on his phone.
Let me check my phone. Pass.
03.
Oh, 3. All right,
Pass.
you all passed. That's going to be 0.
I am going to look very carefully for clues as to some weird explanation, even if it's
Okay.
ghosts or demons or.
I'm gonna text Milton and tell him to come back. It was just Andy screwing with us.
Yeah, and he's gonna leave. Like, he's quite embarrassed. He has no idea how he got up here.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just gonna leave and, kind of sullen. So still sore from the punch. So
This
he's-
horrible realization dawns upon you that you might have been possessed.
He's going to limp his way back even faster to his apartment.
Sure.
Well, if I'm still there with June, I'm going to discuss it with her. How did she get up here past us,
I don't
before us?
like. Do you think, Rooster? Do you think it's Andy just messing with us?
No, I mean, yes. I mean, that's definitely a possibility, but how? Unless she
I mean,
has
it's like an old
alternate
building,
set
right?
of-
Maybe like.
Where is the other set
of?
of stairs? Where is the other? Where's the elevator?
Well, our lights went out for a minute before then, so maybe he was just sneaking up behind us. I don't know. He's not the prank kind of guy, but
Milton texts June.
That wasn't.
How do I know this isn't the ghost texting?
That definitely wasn't Andy's giggle.
No.
Is the
Fire
doll
escape,
still
maybe?
there?
The doll's still there. And when you mention fire escape, June, one of the windows is open that leads to the fire escape.
She come up the fire escape. Well, I'm gonna look
What's
to
the
see
fire
if there's
escape?
evidence that she could have come up the fire escape, like dirt and dust that's been moved, or
Yeah, there's footprints.
maybe she
Climb
Does
did.
through
the doll
window.
like? If I pick up the doll, does it make the little giggly noise? It's like a string I could pull or something.
Yes, but no. So it makes the noise, but it's horribly twisted and warped because of time and fire.
throw that thing out the window, man. It's creepy. I don't like it.
But this is probably that's the laughter we saw. I don't what has gotten into Andy. This is not like him.
Is there anything in here? Like anything still intact, furniture,
So besides the charred furniture, I'd like a spot hidden roll.
03.
Okay, there is a perfectly pristine diamond stud earring. And you find this behind the doll.
A big diamond?
Nah.
Just a little. Here's an earring.
Just one.
And it's clean.
Yes.
Maybe
Modern.
Andy dropped it?
Oh, does his wife wear earrings? I don't know.
Brenda, I've wanted to ask you this for a long time. I just hand you the ring. Hand you the earring.
She kind of points to her gauged ears. She's like, well, it won't fit, but thanks, sweetie. Yeah, that's really something. I don't know, maybe Maddie comes up here? Would that be her style?
Really weird. There's nobody up
Diamond
here. But
earrings?
how?
I don't know.
How did she pipe the music up here?
Phone. It had to have been phone.
On her phone? Let's go talk to Andy. On his phone. I'm creeped out, but I'm not that creeped out.
So this was apartment 18 that we were looking into, correct? Did we look into apartment 19 at all? Because that one also was affected by the fire.
Let's go take a look. Maybe
Yeah,
there's a
while
hole
we're
in the
up here.
wall.
I don't really want to come back, so. Yeah.
I mean, I'll break his nose again if he tries that shit, but...
Okay. Milton, you get the text message. You head back, or are you heading home for the night?
Yeah, I'll wander back in with my tail between my legs.
Okay.
Don't worry about it, Milton. I mean, this was a really crappy thing for Andy to do in the first place.
So
All right.
it was Andy. I think I got out of there before I. But it
Yeah,
was,
dude was just standing there laughing at us, probably playing music from his phone.
What?
I don't know.
That doesn't even sound like him.
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. But
Okay. So you're back up here, and you're going to check out apartment 19.
19. Yeah.
yeah.
It's more or less the same. The air is thick and musty. There's just a lot of fire damage you can see that evidently from the charred walls and more burned furniture.
Why haven't they cleaned this out? That's really weird.
It's almost been 100 years. That is very weird.
Well, and they built the door up in front instead of just cleaning up what's here.
Like you could make money renting this space
Yeah.
out. Why waste it? It's
And
so
in the middle of
strange.
Boston, too? Yeah, nah. I'm at least glad I seem to be proven wrong on the mold thing, but that doesn't help explain anything up here.
It certainly makes for a creepy setting for creepy things. I mean, maybe there are ghosts, but ghosts have a weird way of showing it. Let's go talk to Andy. See what's
I don't
up.
know. So far, that little girl Naomi's been creepier than up here. But
That's true. Yeah.
Okay. As you head downstairs, one of the jocks. Now, you know him from, apparently he lives in apartment 16 because he's heading up the stairs at the same time as you're going down. So you hear him. You can see his football jersey from over the railing, and he's heading up. He hasn't seen you yet.
And he's a jock.
Yeah.
Well, we could just hang up here for a minute because he shouldn't
Yeah.
be coming all the way up here.
Yeah, why would he come on?
Oh no, he's heading up to the 4th floor. Since you said you were going down to Andy's.
Okay, so we're on the 4th floor.
And he's coming up.
Well, let's just ignore him. Let's just walk past him.
All right.
Yeah,
He
there's people
gives
that
you
live up
a
here, so.
sup. And then he's
Sup?
Ben, turn that shit down. And then he's yelling at the door with from apartment 16 where the loud rap music is playing. He unlocks the door and heads in. Now you are alone.
We'll keep
Do
going.
we know what apartment Mary lives in? I think it was mentioned.
Yes, Mary lives in apartment 10.
Okay, she's on the third floor. Okay.
You make your way down to the second floor, and you're now in front of Andy's apartment.
All right, so we'll knock and open the door and go in.
Yeah, don't ring the doorbell. The girls are probably asleep by now.
When you get closer to Andy's door, you could hear him like praying, but he stopped and goes over to the door and opens it. He feels you seem, a bit how do you say, a little upset. Not that Brenda punched him. He's just more upset that he has no idea.
And you can even confirm this with a psychology roll.
Did somebody hit Andy? Looks like he's bleeding.
I mean, Brenda did that, but I'm not mad at you, Brenda. I forgive you.
Andy, what were you doing just before?
I was doing some research on more of the hag, if there's more significance, and
I'm gonna go over and look out the window and see if there's a fire escape that leads up to the other fire all the way up.
There is. The window's cracked open.
So Andy, you climbed out the window and went up there and freaked us all out.
A Rooster, and he just walks around with the limp. Why would I want to do that?
You ever tried to get physical therapy for your limp?
I did, but I mean, as I expressed to June before, the kids were, let's say, very rough back at high school when I was walking home. So it was the doctors did what he could. It's just something I have to live with.
I mean, do you think you were sleepwalking? Maybe you fell asleep reading about the night hag. It sounds far-fetched to me, honestly, but are you the type of person that sleepwalks?
No. And also for me to fall asleep that fast and automatically, that doesn't make any sense.
But by like our psychology rolls, it seems like Andy is
genuinely upset.
Doesn't. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I just.
Does this look familiar? And I show her the diamond earring.
I've never seen that, Rooster. I don't think it belongs to my fiance either. But I'm sorry, but if you can please leave, I need to collect myself. I was in the middle of a prayer.
Should we all meet tomorrow for breakfast?
We could meet for breakfast, or we could meet at that the one shop where she bought the butterfly.
Could we push it to the afternoon? I've got plans.
I don't know, right?
Brunch.
And
we don't all have to go.
You guys can go without me.
I agree to help my fiance with something, but I'm more inclined of getting my family out of this apartment. I still need to talk to her.
Yeah.
So that's something I have to figure out tomorrow.
All right.
Kind of did say we'd help you with that as well, Andy.
Yeah, that would, as long as Brenda can keep her fist to herself, I would not mind.
As long as you don't giggle like that again, man. I'm gonna have nightmares about that.
I don't even do it.
Never heard a priest giggle. I don't like it.
I don't know what on earth you have heard up there, but I'm being completely honest here. I have no memory of going up there. And even as through the fire escape, even if I wanted to, I would not use the fire escape to even do that. Because it'll be risky to my my limb. It makes no sense.
We may actually be dealing with something supernatural here. Let's find out. Let's do research. Find out everything we can, and then we'll meet at the occult shop, the Silver Cauldron. All right.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm going to do. Is when I get home, I'm going to sit on the computer and hauntings.
Hey, I don't want to impose on you, Rooster, but could you give me a drive home again?
Of course I can. Yeah.
Well, if you want to, because after my prayers, I'm going to do a little bit more research. I might have some books to help you, Rooster. So you see Andy just going through his boxes of books, and I can imagine he has quite an extensive collection of demons, spirits, and whatnot.
Demonology.
Yes.
Okay.
And with that, he also has like holy water, and he will say like, I've dealt with some demons before. Let's just say that. And I do fear if it's something of what I have to experience. I really fear for my soul. So.
All right. What about June and Brenda?
Honestly, I probably would just go home and try to take my mind off of it. So read a book or watch something on TV.
I think Brenda's she's just going to go back home and probably just stay on the couch with the TV going for a while and do some research on, like, look up Frank Ryder online, see if there was ever any news articles about him, and see if there's any other info I can find on the building's tenants.
Got it. Okay. Well, why don't we get started with June? You're heading home, and you probably took your car into Boston.
Mm-hmm.
You went, and you live in an apartment building, right?
Yeah.
So you walk through the lobby. The lights are dimmed. It's a hot, humid night, but thankfully the inside of the apartment building is cool. It's got the air conditioning. You walk down the hallway to your specific room number. And as you walk up, you're starting to hear yowling, just cats, just going crazy. And there's this pawing at the door from the other side.
Not my apartment?
Your
or
apartment. Because you have 3 cats.
Okay. Yeah, I'll open the door and just...
Your cats, they all scatter out, and they are all like nuzzling at your legs, and they are just completely silent, and they're looking into your dark apartment.
Oh, but what's wrong? Why are you acting like
this? They look
tense.
They look very tense, and they're just staring into the darkness.
Yeah, I'll like reach and like turn on the light.
They don't turn on
the door. I don't like that. I'll get out my flashlight, I guess, and like.
Okay. You get up your flashlight. There's a pale face that it illuminates in the darkness. It's your mom.
Mom, what are you doing here?
June.
God, don't just sit there in the dark. What are you doing?
Come here. I made cookies.
Mom, why are you sitting in the dark? Did the power go out? How would you have even made cookies?
You know you shouldn't have cheated on him. You shouldn't have divorced him.
Look, Mom?
She starts power walking towards you.
I really don't want to have this conversation right now. It's been a
she
really
starts
long day.
Power walking towards you, just like. And as she's walking towards you, face illuminated by your smartphone flashlight, it starts to warp and twist, grow, older, more wrinkles, hooked nose, and the mouth unhinges. And this thing is going to pounce on you.
Yeah, I'm like scrambling backward now. I'm like trying to run.
Give me a dodge roll.
Oh, no. 27 And yeah, that'll do it.
All right, let's see. All right, do you want to make that an extreme?
Oh boy.
I
No, I don't.
Okay.
I actually don't.
All right, so yes, this mother thing pounces on you, onto your back, pinning you to the ground. This brown carpet that reminds you of the three sisters. And when you look around, trying to move your head, you can't. You're paralyzed, and you're getting the air crushed out of you. And you roll your eyes around, trying to find where you are, and you're back at that damned apartment, the three sisters. Familiar wallpaper, and you are just choking. You can't breathe. Roll sanity.
It's a pass.
All right. Take D3.
Okay. That'd be a full 3. All right.
And lose 7 magic points. And you wake up in a cold sweat in bed. It's 3 a.m.
But I'm in my bed.
Yeah, you're in your bed. And that's when you hear the voice.
What voice?
There is a voice whispering in the darkness. And it says, "Do you know why a child finds a comfort in being rocked to sleep?" And it's this croning, seductive voice. And you find yourself unable to move once more. Do you say anything?
Who are you? What do you want from me?
In his heart of hearts, in his oldest memories and deepest dreams, he remembers his first meeting with us. And once again, you wake up. It is 3 a.m. Roll sanity.
That's a pass. We're still passing.
Just one. Are you going to do anything?
Yes, I'm packing a bag and going to a hotel for the night.
All right. Wonderful. We're going to move on to Rooster and Milton. The streets are lonely. The only source of lights are the yellow LED street lights shining down.
I offer Milton, if he's really freaked out, he can stay at my place tonight.
Honestly, I think I would like that.
Okay. We'll order pizza. I know it's late, but pizza.
Okay. Unlocking your front door. What's your apartment look like?
I mean, it's contemporary. It's usually pretty neat. There's probably some magazines scattered around, though.
Right. Excellent. So Milton's going to crash on your couch then.
Yeah.
Okay. You order pizza. Pizza delivery boy comes and goes. Are you talking about anything in particular?
Yeah, I mean, I said I was going to do a little research, but Milton, in my experience, I don't have that much experience with it, but if this is something supernatural, I'm not sure that it can do anything more than scare you, which means it really can't do much at all.
Who's to say it can just scare us?
I don't know. You'd find that there would be lots and lots of crimes and murders in the world that couldn't possibly be explained except by ghosts, I suppose. But there's a lot of people that get scared by things that they see. I don't know. I wasn't really scared up there, but
I guess you're right.
More curious than anything else. And of course,
I think that we might be the exception,
Well, it still might just be tricks. It might not be.
Andy?
Really. Yeah, that really doesn't seem likely, but it's the only explanation. Maybe Andy's got a dark side that we just don't remember. I mean, we haven't been together all this time. We just got back together as friends.
I guess, like, Occam's razor here, it's got to be Andy, right? It's just Andy was the one in the room. You even thought it was Andy before he did that. You said something along the lines of it's Andy would do this because we were all here together, and it would be funny, something to bring us together. It would be funny, but I don't know. Something about it just doesn't ring true to me.
Yeah, it's weird, but I think that if we approach it without being frightened by it, that kind of takes away a lot of its power. I mean, even if it's some old witchy crone from 100 years ago, I mean,
you say don't be frightened, as if we could choose. I can't choose.
Well,
I'm
maybe
scared.
not. I don't know. It makes me angry. I think that when something tries to frighten you, it wants you to be afraid. And that kind of makes me angry, like it's manipulating me in some way.
Maybe I'm just easily manipulated, but I don't get to be angry instead. It only goes one way.
No.
Anyway, I'm bringing a little bit too much energy into this. Thank you for letting me stay here. My nerves are really bad. I really appreciate it.
All right. Well, have some pizza. Good. Hit the hay. We'll get up in the morning. I'll fix breakfast.
Sounds good.
Excellent. So, Rooster, you're heading into bed. You dream of a blinding white image, which softens around you, revealing a new snowfall. It's frigid cold. You're at a lake. There's the cracking of ice. It's that dream again. You hear your brother drowning.
Yeah. Trying to get to him, but the ice and the snow make it impossible for me to cover enough ground fast enough. I shouldn't have talked him into going out onto the ice. So I'm in extreme distress. I'm screaming for anybody to come and help, but it's too late.
And when you hear your own voice, it's that of a child's. Yeah. You're young. And so he drowns. Milton. You wake up. And it's nighttime. It's dark. Rooster has gone to bed. There's the smell of tobacco smoke.
Rooster, are you a smoker? What time is it?
It's 3. And there's a silhouette further in the room. A man is looking out a window, smoking a pipe.
Rooster, you smoke pipes?
No, I don't smoke. I'm Frank. Nice to meet you. And it is the splitting image of Frank Ryder.
What the hell is this?
Well, you've seen her, you know.
Who?
Her.
Who's her?
Mater Tenebrarum. Should have left her alone. But you saw her. You followed her. And now she's seen you too. You're in grave danger, my friend. I'm afraid you might be joining me soon. And he puffs on his pipe.
I don't know what to make of this, but are you saying that? Are you saying that I've done something wrong? What?
It's up for you to decide. I just have one request. I hear her calling for me again. Just keep Kurt safe.
All right. I will do that.
Okay. And you wake up, staring directly into the eyes of a hag on your chest. Roll sand as it begins to crush your ribs, taking your air, that life force out of you.
5 under 49.
Okay. So that's a pass?
Yes.
All right. So that's going to be D3.
Okay.
And you're going to lose 2 points of magic points.
So 2 on the D3.
Right. And this stare down, it's endless. And you get this horrifying thought that she likes how you taste. And you wake up.
Milton is, if he has the breath to do so, hyperventilating, but his eyes look watery, but not crying. He's just sort of, when he gets scared, he's just like a deer in the headlights.
And you lay there for some time, heart pounding. And we'll head up over to Brenda. You get home, you're gonna turn on the TV and look up some information.
Yeah.
And I recall that you were looking up information about Frank.
Yeah, turn on the TV, order some Chinese takeout, and looking up stuff on Frank Ryder. And the photographer mentioned his name, just like checking up on folks in that place.
All right, sounds good. Quick Google search shows a news article.
Man dies in traffic mishap by Mark Bard, date June 16th, 2009. Frank L. Ryder, 74 years old, died in a traffic accident yesterday after stumbling off a curb and into the path of a van driven by Susan Simon. The elderly Ryder, who walked with the aid of a cane, was described by witnesses as suddenly plunging off the sidewalk directly into the path of the van. Frank Ryder, a resident of the Three Sisters apartment building at 182 Beacon Street, was a semi-retired writer who had enjoyed some success writing detective and science fiction novels in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. It is not known if he had any next of kin, and authorities are requesting help locating any relatives of the man. Police have ruled the death an accident, and no charges are pending against the driver.
You also find some information about a Richard Ahern. He was really good friends with Frank Ryder. He was a fellow writer himself, and he did write The Paramental Factor. He has a website, and his phone number is available there. You look up information about Robert Dorter. He is an amateur photographer. He takes photos for people who request them. He does weddings, parties. And he also has his own website. Would you like to look up anything else?
Nah, by this point, just browsing the internet, watching TV, waiting for sleep to come.
All right. And eventually, it takes you. Andy, I'm assuming you're heading to bed?
Well, he was gonna do research, but he's more scared of his own soul. So he's actually gonna take the time to pray with the rosary. And after that, he'll just go to the mirror, just wiping his face, still sore from the punch,
All right.
and just looking at himself in the mirror.
You splash the cool water on your face. You look at yourself deep within. And she's behind you. Roll sanity. She's there. Matted, graying hair.
Passed.
Wrinkled brow.
How much is that?
Just
one? Okay.
You turn around. She's obviously not there.
Hmm.
Maybe your mind's playing tricks on you. Maybe you're losing it.
Yeah, like after he turned around, see, it will. She's not there. He's going to recite a prayer. Let's see here. From Samuel 20:22-3-4. Like, my God, my rock, in whom I take refuge, my shield, and the horn of my salvation, my stronghold and my refuge, my Savior. You save me from violence. I call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised, and I am saved from my enemies. And he says it in a bold manner, almost, towards the hag. And after that, yeah, he's gonna.
As you're in the bathroom, right, reciting that, there's the door opens and it's your fiance. What's going on, honey?
Laura. I'm just reciting a prayer. What I do to calm my nerves. I was just thinking that because my friends and I did some research about this building, I've been thinking of that. I know you ordered a desk for tomorrow.
Right, and then we were gonna drop the kids off at their grandparents.
Yes. Yes, that is the plan. I'm just more leaning towards it was my mistake to rent this apartment. It was done in a haste because we have to uplift. I had to uplift.
We can't afford anywhere else, and there's fear in our eyes.
I understand, but we'll figure this out. I promise, Laura. If anything, we'll still get the desk. We'll put it up here.
Okay.
But something to think about. We won't move right away, but if anything, I feel more comfortable, at least for our kids. There has been, Brenda was talking about the black mold a possibility upstairs.
Oh, it's terrible.
Yes, and
how
again,
are we gonna live? We both still need to find jobs.
Yes, I know. I'm thinking that my family would. I think my family would help us. And they're over at North End. It's quite far from here, but I know I'm confident that my family will help us out. I promise, and we'll get jobs. Just for now, yes, we'll stay in this apartment. But I'm thinking for our kids' safety, we should try to look somewhere else. Hopefully within our budget range. There was just the first thing that popped up in the search. I should have checked his apartment first before we decided to move in. If anything, it is my fault. I am sorry, Laura.
I don't. So you're saying there's a mold issue, and that's why we need to go?
Yes, and
I'll talk to the super about this tomorrow.
Yes, and
or in the morning. Sorry.
Yes, and I admit some of the tenants here are a bit odd. We came across this photographer. I feared that he might be a pervert. I don't want him to go near us nor our kids. I should have looked into who is even living in this apartment.
Don't beat yourself up. You wouldn't have known that. Come to bed.
Okay.
Come to bed. And that is your night. And we find ourselves on the morning of Wednesday, June 17th. Who is helping move furniture at 9 a.m.?
I think Andy texts the group. Brenda still feels bad about last night, so she'll go over to help.
Yeah. And after Milton and I have breakfast, we'll go over.
I have brunch at 11, so I'll go over for a little while at least.
Just to hang out, sure.
Yeah.
To supervise.
So you're all going to help?
How'd you sleep, Milton?
I'm still trying to kind of process it right now, but no, I didn't sleep well. I had one of these nightmares.
Oh. I didn't. I had a nightmare, but it was basically about when my brother died.
I don't know. Even if it's about your brother, where we've all been consistently, I mean, I guess people have nightmares if they're stressed out, but
and we're freaked out. So what happened in your dream?
Well, I promised Frank I would keep that winter guy alive, or keep him safe.
Frank?
Yeah. Frank Ryder.
Ghost of Frank showed up?
Yep. And somebody else had that happen in a dream that maybe I got the idea of it from hearing it from them, and that's put it into my head. So, but I do care about that. I do think that I do think there is some danger here. It could be supernatural, or it could be mold. I mean, whatever we figure it out. That kid lost a really close friend, and I think we should make sure he's okay pretty regularly for a while.
Yeah, I feel kind of sorry for him.
Anyway, should we head over?
Yeah, let's go head over. We need help.
Okay. So you all meet back up at the Three Sisters. It's a little overcast. There's clouds in the sky. They're all gray. No sign of rain yet, but there's certainly in the air. Andy meets you at the front door. His fiancée Laura is there. Looks like they're waiting. Delivery man shows up. They lift this heavy box, this cardboard box, and just put it on the stairs and leave.
I guess it's extra for them to carry it up.
Yes, this is my desk that I plan on using for writing.
Yes.
Thank you all for coming over.
You
Laura
see,
says.
Yeah, and Andy smiles kind of weakly towards the others, like, thanks for coming to help me and my fiance. I really appreciate it.
Sure, what are friends for?
Yeah, let's get started. I don't want, he you can tell like he's kind of like still rattled from last night.
I know it's kind of cheap, but I brought leftover pizza for snacks
that's
while we're eating.
Breakfast of champions.
It's basically a hardened plastic at this point, but
we can warm it up a little bit in the microwave or something to make it. But that's great. It's like old times again. So
did you all sleep okay? By the way.
Yeah, slept like a rock.
Yeah, I'm fine. For the most part.
Just horribly. I left my apartment in the middle of the night. I couldn't stay there anymore.
Really?
It's the second time I have woken up and there is somebody in my apartment. And like, I know it's got to be a bad dream because I wake up, but
should be getting into these dreams, I think. I don't want to be some nut job here and buy into all of the supernatural all at once, but we should at least, I think, consider the possibility that there's some significance. There's some significance to this.
Well, I found that the paramentalist or whatever, Richard Ahern guy, I got his phone number from a website last night. You want to call him, see maybe if he specializes in dream stuff too? I mean, a lot of that's kind of out of my scope, but
yeah.
I'm sure every occultist is going to be also interested in their dreams. So.
Sure, like, yeah, don't take it with a grain of salt so much as those big cubes you give cows. But I mean, if you really want to look at it, we can have him take a peek.
I just had a standard nightmare about when my brother died. Nothing. No old hags jumping on me or anything like that.
That's so awful to dream about.
Milton dreamed about the dead guy, Frank.
Yeah. I smelled tobacco smoke and assumed that I had woken up in the middle of the night, and Rooster was just smoking, but next to me. But it turns out it was Frank, and Frank had asked me to protect the Winters, Kurt Winters. That
happened
guy.
to me two nights ago. I woke up to the smell of tobacco in my room, and
you're
Ryder
kidding.
was there. Yeah, and he said he was Frank, and then last night I dreamed about the hag, and then I dreamed I was here in this apartment building, which now feels like hell.
June never told me about the tobacco, and yet I dreamed of it. I dreamed of it all the same. Who has an explanation for this? We had never seen tobacco.
I hope that he shows up in our apartment again, because I'd like to tell him not to smoke in my apartment.
Well, maybe when we were cleaning out his apartment, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the photos on the walls, but did you see a pipe maybe on his desk? And
I don't remember.
We filled in the blanks there?
No, I didn't see a pipe. I'm starting to...
Does Kurt have the pipe?
I don't know.
We can ask him.
I'm gonna.
No, but I don't know. It's a lot to take in.
There's just so many references in the occult literature to three sisters. It's like in every mythology. 3 is a magic number, as the old song used to go.
And with demons, they use that as a mockery.
I wish that we had more info. Which ones do we? If we had some more clues. Was there anything written in Frank's journal?
Yeah, there was a lot written in his journal. He was plagued by nightmares about a hag, and some of them were weirdly sexual. But yeah, he was having bad dreams for a while as well.
Well, and he says Our Ladies of Sorrow, or Our Lady of Sorrows.
It was a book, right?
That's a Catholic reference, isn't it?
Sorrows,
tears.
Yeah, 3 is a very significant number.
There's 3. There's a legend about 3 witches, isn't there? The 3 mothers. Suspiria. Remember that movie? Remember the movie? There's Suspiria, Lacrimarum, and Tenebrosum, or Tenebrarum.
Yeah.
Tenebrarum.
Can we not talk about the occult at the apartment?
Yeah, who's moving up the
because
box?
I would more than happy to talk about this, but the desk.
Brenda's gonna be helping move the desk up and just give one wise ass remark. Be like, yeah, it could be goes to Christmas past, present, and future. Jesus, you gonna help me?
Right. It's not going to fit up the stairs. It's too bulky.
Oh, jeez. Can I fit in the elevator?
Yeah, it's in
cargo
the
lift.
There's an elevator.
Okay, so we'll just push it in the elevator.
And I'm assuming Rooster and Milton and June, they're going to meet up at the second floor in order to just help out up there.
Yeah, we're helping.
There's only a limited amount of space in this elevator. So Brenda and Andy are heading into the elevator. It's an old rickety thing. You press the button, door closes. You notice that there is the panel with the buttons. Floor 5 is just covered over.
Press number 2.
Yep, you hit 2. The elevator clicks, doors slide shut, and it starts to move up. And then it lurches to a stop. The lights go out. It's pitch black.
Okay,
Take
don't
out our
start
phones.
giggling.
I'm not giggling. I'm just gonna take out our phones.
Andy's fumbling for his phone.
Brenda's gonna grab her phone. Yep.
All right.
Red
When you
light.
turn the lights on, you see each other.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi.
Yeah.
Everyone who's on the second floor,
So,
they should be up here by now.
Is it that still here?
Yeah, the desk is still there. It's in the
Okay.
box.
Rooster, Andy, what is going on? Yeah.
We're gonna
hit
text.
I'll hit the button, see if it does anything.
Wait, we're not in there, are we, Milton?
No, you're on the second floor waiting for the elevator door to open.
Let's just carry this shit down the stairs. It's taking so long.
The elevator just rocks one more time. Even though you two didn't move.
Jesus.
okay, well, the basement's below us.
I'm gonna.
Do you want to call the
see
fire
if I-
department?
Huh? Oh, the fire department.
You want to call the fire department? Do you got your super?
It rocks a second time.
The Todd Beach. Can he get? Is there like a stop button and then like a speaker, or how old is this elevator?
It's pretty old. This building was built in the 1890s.
Okay, I guess I'll alert Todd Beach. Like, help! I'm stuck in the apartment.
Oh, okay. Yeah. well,
Please, it
oh,
rocked
geez,
a bit.
this usually
And
doesn't happen.
there is me and another person, my friend Brenda, and a desk. Please get to us immediately.
It rocks a third time.
Damn.
That cardboard box with the desk.
Yeah.
It's not a cardboard box anymore. It's a coffin.
What the
Are you seeing this,
Shit.
Brenda?
I wish I wasn't.
Okay, I'm not going
Okay,
crazy. I try to alert Todd Beach. Like, hurry up! Get us out of the damn elevator.
Are you screaming and yelling?
Yeah, he's just like stirred, raising his voice. He doesn't.
All right,
Even,
you're hearing yelling in this elevator.
Yeah,
those of
he's-
you on the second floor proper.
Milton, can you do anything?
Do I know if there's any like emergency access that would be that would exist
You
on the
could
basement?
pry open the door just
let's
as
pull the door
okay, yeah.
open.
as a janitor. You would know that. I'd like a strength roll then. If anyone's helping, you can get a bonus die
Yeah, I'll help.
as you try
Okay.
to pry this elevator door
I got a
open.
14, which is a hard.
I'm not good at helping.
So go ahead.
I was just going to say, isn't there a secret way to open up the door on an elevator? I mean, they do it all the time when the rescue people come. I don't know. Anyway, we pried it open. Sorry.
Okay, so as you're prying the door open, inside the elevator itself, you can see the coffin lid slowly start to shake, and it slowly starts to open up. All right, and you're holding it down. Give me a strength roll.
Yeah, Brenda's gonna try and clamp it down.
Can I help? How do I assist?
Hell yeah, you can just claim that you're assisting, and Brenda
Yeah,
can get
I'm
a bonus
assisting.
die.
Assisting you, Brenda. And I'm praying out loud when this happens.
All right, your voice
That
is
is
echoing. All right, with a 2, you
That is
hold
a
this coffin lid down.
34 under 35. No, it's just a hard.
All right. And as you hold on for dear life, the elevator doors open up, flooding in blessed light, and you are revealed just desperately holding down this desk cardboard box. Scary.
Are you okay down there?
Father, like, oh yeah, Brenda, look, it's not that anymore.
Todd comes out.
Don't worry about it. Let's just get out of here.
Everything okay there, folks? The lights go back on and the elevator just...
I think the elevator needs to be under maintenance and no one should use this elevator.
Oh, geez. I'll get a sign up and I'll work on it. Sorry so much.
It's fine. If you can help us get this cardboard box out, that would be great.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
Yeah, so pushing the heavy cardboard.
I'll let Miss Starrett know. She needs a little more funding for this.
Yes, that would be nice. Yeah.
Okay. So he's going to work stepping into the elevator, looking at the panel and all that while you get the desk into your own apartment.
Ooh.
So,
Thanks.
So that happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What happened?
Can we speak about this somewhere else? Where
Laura is setting it up, and the kids are playing around the room. They're jumping up and down on the sofa.
I gotta go anyway. I'll meet you guys up later.
They could see that in the elevator, but we couldn't see it, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, we just heard them yelling, so we yelled down.
And a lot of prayer.
June, where are you going?
I have a brunch. I'm getting brunch with someone.
Oh. Well, good luck with that.
We'll just meet at the Silver Cauldron. That is agreed upon after in the afternoon.
We'll just go when we're done here. Yeah.
Well, I still need to drop off my kids at North End to see their grandma and grandpa. They're not seeing me yet.
Well, just Brenda and Rooster and I can go. Yeah, it's not even a strong lead, so.
Yeah, just tell me how it goes, and actually, while he's gonna text what happened to Rooster, June, and Milton of what happened in the elevator. So at least it can't be vocalized. That should be in text. Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do Andy first. As he gets into his old car and starts driving towards North End to pick up, to drop off his kids. You're with Laura.
Mm-hmm.
She is sitting in shotgun, and the kids are in their car seats. They're just yabbering away about how they met their new friend, Naomi.
Oh, Naomi. What did you do with what's Naomi like?
She's a really good artist. She draws good pictures.
Oh, I see. Have you drawn any pictures with her, or she just showed you how she drew?
She showed us how she drew, and one of your children, they look a little guilty. And you can see that look on their face where they have done something that they shouldn't have.
Okay. Angela? Carmela? What have you done? I know that look.
Give me an intimidate or a persuade.
Persuade? Which one is better? Persuade. Actually, persuade is much. Roll dad, yeah.
Yeah, if you have the dad skill, I'd allow that.
I'm gonna spend 5 points of luck to make that a regular success.
Okay. So they look guilty, and
yeah,
and they say, "Well, we went into the basement to meet Naomi's friend William.
Oh, well, you two should not be allowed in the basement. And also, you don't know what's in there, and also there's people that are used as laundry and whatnot. But no, please, Angela, Carmilla, do not go to the basement again. And as for Naomi's new friend, I think it's best for now to not speak of that anymore.
Why can't we see Naomi?
You can speak with Naomi, you can play with Naomi, that's fine, but don't ever go down to the basement to see her friend, understood?
Laura's backing you up. Like, yes, don't do that. And then they ask, when can we meet Naomi again?
Again, as I said, you can meet with Naomi again, just don't go down to the basement and see her friend. Basement are off limits, especially in this apartment. Am I clear?
Yes, Dad.
Okay. Let's go see your grandma and grandpa. Bet they'll be happy to see you, along with I wonder if my brother Giovanni is still there, or Marco, or my sister Anna.
Right. So your whole family's there, and you exchange formalities, and they're all happy to see you. And
Andy totally switches to Italian to speak to his family, and then of course in Italian he will introduce them to Laura and the twins, Angela and Carmilla.
They are overjoyed.
And
you feel normal for once, like ever since getting back. This is good. This is a solid anchor in your life. And now we're gonna head over to Brenda, Rooster, and Milton as they drive. You probably take the train over. So, hopping on the green line, you all go on, and it's near Prudential.
So, have you all seen the movie Suspiria?
Oh.
It's that old Argento film.
Not ringing any bells.
He talks about 3 witches. And I think he got it from like a French legend or maybe a Latin legend of some sort. Tears, darkness, and something else. Sighs. And we keep coming across darkness, and this is all weird occult stuff, but we can ask the occult people when we're there if they know anything about it.
Okay.
I mean, you would know more about that than I would.
Well, it's just because I've seen the movie 100 times.
Yeah, I typically watch I just watch more action stuff. I do my horror reading, but do you want to see if that what's his name, the Acorn guy, may know more about it?
Maybe, yeah. I'm just thinking the dream I had last night was very sorrowful. I mean, it's about when my brother died. He drowned in a lake. He fell through the ice. And if I was going to equate an emotion with it, would be tears. And then we keep seeing darkness. I don't know. I'm getting too much into this occult stuff. It's not my field. But it's weird. It's weird shit. You guys keep seeing the whole crone.
Yeah. No, I don't know. There wasn't any mold up there, and it's easy to write off one person hallucinating, maybe Andy tried to do something funny that wasn't out of character. But, you saw his text. We both saw that desk turned into a coffin in the middle of that elevator, and it was opening up. And he freaked out just as much as I did. I do think there may be something going on here, and I feel very much out of my depth.
Could there be a gas leak or something going on in the building? I don't know. We're all hallucinating in that building.
Yeah.
And it all starts with us, some of us seeing the old lady on the street talking to Frank before he died.
Right.
Yeah.
If we want to tie everything to the building, we run into the problem of that this all started before us encountering the building.
So do you think it's like one of those bad luck things? You see it sees you kind of thing?
It still might just be psychology that we kind of got together after a while, that we haven't seen each other, and then we thought about, we're mystery club solving things, and then one little thing happened after another, and it's wormed its way into our brains.
Well, of course, I'm not completely sold on it being some mystical event, but with all that we've experienced, it's reaching a tipping point where eventually I'm gonna have to believe that all of this is truly something beyond our scope of understanding.
I've got a dress in my apartment that wasn't there before.
Exactly. It's physical.
The train car screeches as it makes a turn. Now arriving at Copley.
Arriving at what?
Copley.
I think this is our stop.
This is where we get off. All right.
Right.
All right, let's go buy some weird shit.
As you're stepping off this train, the lights flicker. The doors close behind you.
As the lights flicker, Brenda's going to reflexively start grabbing for her phone and just think, God, I got to buy a little flashlight keychain or something.
None of the lights work in this city.
Are they flickering off, or are they just flickering slightly?
Just a...
If this were a David Lynch movie, that would mean something bad's about to happen.
As the train pulls away from the station, you can give me a spot hidden roll.
7.
Hot 4.
Hard.
Okay. Yeah, so everyone sees the crone grabbing onto a bar in the train, staring at you, unblinking, and the train pulls away.
I'm going to yell out. I'm going to yell out as I see that. Elizabeth Salmon.
Okay. So roll sand first. And then
okay, I passed.
All right, so it's 0.
32. Pass, yeah. Brenda flips her off the whole way as soon as she sees.
And knowing that Rooster's tactic, I'll also say the name. Didn't I hear a name in the dream that started with an L?
No, Tenebra.
Or something like that.
Yeah, you can yell that out.
Yeah, I'll yell that out after.
You startle a crowd of people who instinctively just go around you.
We're becoming freaks.
It's Boston. We're full of them.
And you make your way out of the subway station.
Yeah.
The Silver Cauldron is built in one of the brownstone buildings. It's a little gaudy. There's imagery of the Salem witch trials. There's some of the moths on display. There is a younger guy at the counter. Blonde hair, messy. He's got a cowlick. And he's wearing a t-shirt with skulls on it.
How old does he look?
Mid-30s.
Oh, okay. So he's an adult.
Man.
So we go on. Let's just look around for a bit.
Yeah. You find exactly what you were looking for. The mobs, which are in their own corner. There's also charms, necklaces that ward from evil spirits.
Upside down crosses.
Right.
I'm
Everything you would expect in a occult shop is catered towards selling trinkets to people.
Who's here and who's isn't? I'm here.
So Milton, Brenda, and Rooster, you're all in this little shop.
You know, I think Andy will tell you that most of these things are actually Christian symbols that have just been appropriated.
I will buy like a variety of protective charms, just 4 or 5 of them.
That's a good one, man. You gonna get some for your friends?
Yeah, I'm just. What would you tell me about these? Anything special about them?
Oh yeah, that keeps your karma in line, man. And that symbol, it represents the purity of the earth.
We're currently being haunted by a witch.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, man.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
no good.
You got any books or anything on it?
Yeah.
I can't sleep, man.
I think I got some incense candles. Those really help.
Yeah, okay. I'll get some of those then.
So my girlfriend, she was haunted by some spirits, and I bought these incense sticks, and they work.
Okay. I'll give it a try.
Yeah. Books? Yeah, we got some books.
Do you have anything on the Three Mothers?
Make a luck roll.
88. No.
Actually, I would like Milton to make the luck roll. That's a group luck roll. So you still have a chance. Because I believe Milton has the lowest.
Yes, by far, and I failed.
You would imagine that way they would probably have more specific books at the bookstores around the city.
Maybe the library.
Yeah, maybe the library. But if you're looking for really specialized stuff, you might have to go to actual book dealers.
Right. Or order something online.
That's right.
I just want to buy one of these moths as well.
Yeah.
You know what's the significance of the moth? Is it just because they're cool? Death heads moths?
Well, I mean, they got a freaking skull in them, man. Of course they're cool.
And they were in the movie Hannibal. I mean,
yeah, that's a good selling point. But yeah, they mean death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, their name is Acherontia Styx, which is the river one has to cross to get into hell or into the afterlife. And
as he's scanning it to check it out, he's reading the back. Oh, it looks like it represents femininity and the sexual qualities of the female and birth.
Skulls.
Wait a minute. Wasn't the moth found in the Frank's apartment?
Frank's and Kurt's.
What if this is what if this is bad? What if this is cursed or something?
I don't know. Kurt
just
didn't
moths,
seem very
man.
feminine to me.
Maybe they're bringing the hags. I don't know.
Listen, man, with all the charms you got, you're safe.
Call me an idiot, but if somebody else isn't carrying this, I'm not buying it.
How much are you spending, dude?
I've got $400 in my wallet, so.
Oh Jesus! Don't tell that. Don't say that out loud.
So this stuff will cost you around $50.
Okay.
You want a bag with that, man?
Yeah. I need a bag.
he gets you a bag, and it's like a pink plastic bag with skulls on it. Sorry, it's the only one we got.
That's fine.
Yeah. No, this is a cool shop, man. That's our friend Maddie told us about it.
Oh, Maddie?
Yeah. Goth chick.
Yeah, red hair.
Yeah. That's her.
She comes around.
Is she a regular? Like that's, I think she really likes those moths is why my buddy here was wanting to come in and check them out.
Oh yeah, she did come in and buy 2. So must have really liked them.
I think I'll get some of this incense here.
Radical. All right, so
Just
you
'cause I
buy
like
the
the
incense.
smell. Sandalwood.
It is sandalwood. That's right. And that's going to cost you $15.
Oh my God, no. Might as well just burn the money. No, I'll Jesus Christ. How many sticks are there?
30.
Okay. And I'll get this little incense holder that looks like, I don't know, a dragon.
Yeah. Good choice, man.
I think Brenda will buy a shirt with some skulls on it. Or if they got any horror movie shirts, then she might grab something.
Name's Manny, by the way. Nice to meet you all.
Girlfriend, huh?
Yeah. So do you finish up shopping? Oh, no problem. Yeah. See you later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look online when
I guess this may be a bit retrospective. Could I do a psychology roll to see if he recognized Maddie or reacted to talking about any more than just a random customer?
Of course.
Cool. And that's a fail. I have no idea.
He seemed to recognize her as a reoccurring customer.
Well, I've wasted a lot of money on this shop of garbage.
I mean, we don't know that it's garbage. If there are ghosts and goblins out there, then maybe the things they react to that people have come up with over the years.
Yeah, maybe it'll be like that dude in The Mummy, you know, that he holds up all the different religion charms and then like one of them works. So I think you kind of got a
really funny.
Yeah, you got a grab bag in there, man. Like you'll be all right. Gives him a little shoulder bump.
I don't know. That guy kind of seemed like he knew he was ripping me off.
He was a hippie.
Oh.
He's just raking in the cash selling trinkets that he probably gets for 15 cents.
Well, anybody text June? See if she's done with her brunch. Andy?
We'll actually hop over to that brunch. So you are having brunch right across from the Prudential Center at Vic's Waffle House.
Okay.
And you meet Natalie there. She's done up her hair and she's smiles and waves at you.
Yeah, I probably look like garbage. Like I haven't slept in a couple of nights. But you know, enthusiastic at least. Yeah, I'll just make small talk, I guess.
Okay. So what's going on in your life?
You know, a friend of mine's back in town recently. I hadn't seen him in a really long time, so it's just been nice to get the old gang back together, I guess.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, you know, we used to be real big into kind of solving mysteries and
I think that's so cool. I watched a lot of Scooby-Doo growing up.
Yeah, I think we're about as inept as the Scooby-Doo gang.
No way. You seem really smart.
Oh,
you're better than the Scooby-Doo gang.
Well, tell me about yourself. You're from Boston?
Yeah, so I've moved here about 5 years ago, and I've made my living here, supporting my lifestyle of going out as a barista, and as she's talking, you finish your brunch, and
Sure.
she. Do you want to go for a walk? I mean, Boston Common is beautiful.
Let's go for a walk around.
And I think the weather will hold up. And I would say she's very friendly. And she talks about how she doesn't really have a lot of family, except her brother.
You mentioned that he was having a hard time. I hope that's okay. I'm not trying to pry.
Oh, no.
I hope that's okay.
I'm pretty open. Like, just ask. Now, my brother, his name's Kurt, and recently his friend died, and he's been in bad shape, but we don't really get along that well, but I still care about him. Like, he's not going to fit in that one studio apartment that I have. So he's taking care of himself.
That's hard. Going through a loss is difficult.
Yeah.
Do you think he's doing okay?
I mean, I talked to him for a couple minutes, and he seems like he is hanging in there. Yeah.
Sounds like he was real close.
I don't know what I can do for him besides, like, get him to a therapist.
All you can do is just listen. Sometimes you can just listen, encourage people to seek help from people who can provide it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The sky breaks open and it starts to pour.
Oh, shit. Okay, let's... I guess this isn't going to work out.
Yeah. Hey, I'd like to do this again sometime. Maybe we want to go to, the Milky Way? I think that's a good spot.
Be great.
Yeah.
That'd be a good time. Thanks.
All right, thanks. Later. She runs off, hand over her head. And you all meet back up, right?
Yeah.
Where would you like to meet back up? It's pouring.
Anywhere other than the apartment, please. Well, about that, not that coffee house we saw that happen. Maybe another coffee place, or I don't know.
Dunkin' Donuts over on.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, I haven't had donuts in a while.
Okay, so you meet at Dunk's.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So look, we got all kinds of trinkets from the devil worshipping place.
May I look at that?
Actually gonna do you anything?
Yeah, sure.
Is it possible for me to roll cult to see if they're actually legit?
No need to roll there.
Okay. Yeah. He's gonna look at them as that. I'm sorry, this is trash.
Yeah. I figured as much.
But did you find anything else about this place? Like, how's the
It
guy?
wasn't
Whatever.
specialized enough. The guy was a hippie banana. He was just selling us stuff.
Nothing good. Didn't find out anything interesting.
No, not really. I mean, they're just selling. So they got some incense, but
Oh, that's always nice. I mean, some aromatherapy.
yeah, I don't go in for much of that stuff. It's kind of just a way to sell expensive incense.
Considering we have so few leads, we might want to check in with Mary at some point.
Yeah, I'd say that's not a bad idea. Brenda, weren't you going to contact that guy? Did you do that?
Oh yeah, that was it. Was it Kern?
Pulls up history on her phone. Richard A. Kern. Yeah, we've got his phone number right here. That's Milton read through his book, and he mentioned a lot of stuff about the hag. If y'all want to give him a call or set up a meeting, we can try and do that. I'm not much of a talker, more of a puncher, but
Maybe he'll know something about the.
yeah.
Frank talked to him. In his journal, he mentioned talking to him and saying the guy wasn't much help, but, so maybe he can shed a little more light on what Frank had to say.
It doesn't hurt. I mean, the worst thing you could say is no.
What's really weird so far is that Milton's dream had Frank telling him a name, which was now I want to say Tenenbaum, but that's a Jewish last name. Tenebrarum, which is one of the three mothers. So that's at least a direction to go in.
Yeah, I was thinking about it on the way over here. If you need a different bookstore, there's Nagel's Books over at the Prudential Center Mall. They had some stuff but the owner's kind of a dick. He ripped me off before. So maybe just Milton, don't tell him. Yeah, don't tell him how much you have in your wallet, Milton, but maybe a place to go. I don't know.
All right.
Hey,
maybe we split up into... Do we want to split up into groups to go to see Mary and then the bookstore?
Okay, well, Mary's at the Three Sisters apartment, and the bookstore's at Prudential, so...
Yeah.
Is this the plan you want to do?
I don't want to bother the old woman. I don't want to, but you guys can.
And then do we want to call the guy?
Yeah, I'd like to set up a meeting where we can talk to him.
Maybe I should call him because I've read the book.
That
Sure,
would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you give me the number, I'll just call him right now, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you could also mention Frank. Like, Frank talked to him, so
Oh, right.
Say we're friends of Frank or something. Yeah.
Okay, so
you know,
call
I
him up?
suppose. Oh, go ahead.
No, after you.
I was just going to say, if we really want some expert opinions on this occult stuff, we could take a day drive over to Arkham and the university there. It's a big university. It's got a large occult section.
That is true.
Well, that's after we'll do that maybe later. Or
Yeah.
Do you know anyone there, Rooster?
not really, but I'm sure that there are lots and lots of professors. And
I'm curious.
what is
an-
it? Humanities.
You
What's
might
that?
also try. I was just thinking about this. Big Time Books and More. I kind of know the guy who owns the place. He's a bit of a hippie. Might be able to point us in a direction.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Would Andy know any contacts there? He does have specialty in the cult. Like I
roll
don't
a
know.
luck check.
Okay. Oh, success.
Yeah, you have a friend who works at the Miskatonic University itself.
Hmm.
Yeah, his name is Freddy.
Freddy Krueger.
No.
Professor
Freddie-
Freddy Krueger.
Freddie Armitage, nothing to worry about.
Oh, okay,
Great
Freddy.
grandson of.
Yeah,
Freddie
Freddy
Marsh.
over at... Nope.
Oh, yeah. And he's gonna pipe up that I do know someone who works at Miskatonic University. I can give him a call.
It
as well.
is pouring today, so
I'll give him a call. But in the meantime, I don't mind talking with Mary. If anything, we can get one thing in common. We're both religious folk. She sounds to be more radical. But I'll talk to her.
okay. Now, Milton, you were going to call Mr. Ahern, Richard Ahern?
Yeah.
Okay, the phone rings. And a man picks up the phone. It's a husky voice. Hello?
Hello. Is this Mr. I forgot his last name. But
Ahern.
Ahern. Is this Mr. Ahern?
Yes, this is Richard Ahern, Ryder.
Yeah.
Who is this, might I ask?
So I'm kind of you can think of me as sort of a distant friend of the late Frank Ryder.
Oh, jeez, late.
You don't know?
Shit. What can I do for you?
Yeah. So
He's a good friend of mine. Sorry to hear what happened.
Actually, it's quite a tragedy. I don't know if you
I just talked to him a couple days ago.
Yeah, so actually, to be frank with you, he got hit by a car.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So it's quite the situation.
At least the ghost didn't get him.
Come again?
No, he was talking to me about ghosts. It's really weird. He asked about the old hag legend. The one that gives you sleep paralysis as it crushes your air, your lungs, something like that.
Yeah, I read that in your book. I'm
so you're a fan.
Yes, I am a new fan. I found we were I found the book, so I read it and I found it very interesting. And this call is sort of a follow-up on that, though I also wanted to know if you had anything to say about Frank. I don't know what precisely I'm looking for, but I am interested in his interest in this hag figure.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He mentioned the hag to me, right? And then he told me he asked if I've ever heard of the Sorrows. And I did some research afterward. And apparently there are these 3 ancient goddesses that are, or they're spirits, but they're always sinister. They're always personifications of human grief. But like, that's pretty out there.
Pretty out there. When you say
it's pretty good for a book.
Pretty good for a book. So you would say that these figures are fictional.
I mean, they're all around us. I mean, now that you can see how the dots connect, there's the Fates, there's the 3 Medusas, the Gorgons, actually.
So we saw an old crone-like figure near Frank when he died.
Okay. And you can hear clicking and typing away in the background. And he's muttering like, there's the Furies, the Gorgons, the Norns.
So when you say something like he was interested in these hags, and then we see a hag next to him when he dies, it's hard. I'm using a we that you're not familiar with.
No, I'm inclined to believe you. I write stuff about this. Hey, but if it's real, if it really killed the old man, like whether if it's a ghost or a witch or a paramental, like I don't think this is worth dying over. I think you should just get out of there.
Just get out of there. Are you saying that we can get out? It's not with us?
I have no idea. Maybe just drop everything and run. Like
run where? I think it's in my dreams.
Huh. I don't know. Like keep in contact. I'll try to look up more about this, but I don't want you to end up like Ryder, huh?
Yeah. If you can find any sort of countermeasure, let me know.
Yeah. And your name? Sorry.
My name's
I'm
Milton.
all riled up.
Milton Kleeman.
I
know.
Pleasure to meet you, and I hope we would have met under better circumstances.
Yeah, I like that too.
Right. Hey, look, I can come into Boston next week.
Oh, really?
So you said you were friends of Frank's and you saw him get hit by a car, and that's terrible. But like that means you're in Boston, right? If you want to meet up, we can sort this all up.
A quick question: do you know a Kurt Winters?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, we can meet in Boston. Just give me a call.
Okay. Sounds good. He hangs up.
I relay the contents of the call to.
Interesting.
Yeah, I really want to talk to him because he seems to know more about it than the average book.
Might be the best lead we have.
Okay, so some of us are going to go over to the bookstore, and some of us are going to go to Mary. All right, but before we head over and do all that, I think this is a good point to stop.
Okay. The plot thickens. Our players included Holly Puto, Chase Capner, Lex Hurley, Jonelle Hipple, and myself with Alex Sun as the keeper of the secrets. We have a Discord server where you can chat with our other members. You can set up private games. You can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Podbean or iTunes. If you'd like to help support our show, please visit our Patreon account. Just $1 or $2 a month helps us a lot. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows. And leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the universe of H.P. Lovecraft and the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game. Until next time, good luck and good game.